comes to raid, there is a lot that you need to get done. So today we are going to be talking about missions, specifically looking at the Arbiter, what missions I still need to do, and how close am I to actually getting here. Hey you guys, it's Cece. Welcome back to my channel. When I am talking about missions, I'm talking about these things along the bottom, which includes your missions, your challenges, and your quests. Now, I recently made a video talking about where I was at 250 days, and you guys actually left some comments for me letting me know where you guys were at, but also asking me if I've actually been working on my missions to try to get Arbiter. And I think there's a few reasons for that. One, because Arbiter is really good. We're actually going to go ahead and take a look at her skills, but also probably just curious to see, Cece, have you done that? Because that's actually one of those things I forgot to somehow mention in that update video, which usually I do. So I'm going to take you guys through both of my accounts. Starting first with the Cece raid. Now with this account, I am happy and proud to tell you guys that in terms of the challenges, I am actually done all of them. I have fully completed it. One less thing that I need to worry about. So that has been off my mind. Probably one of the reasons I didn't actually mention it. Now, when it comes to the actual missions, of course, we have starting with Arbiter, and then we have Romantu and Marius. Now, I'm still in the Arbiter, and for this account, I am at part 3 out of 4. And ironically, I am actually at a point where I need to get some potions. Now, the reason that this is ironic is because I was running things in raid, I was using my keys, and then I saw a void keep open, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect. I think that's what I need for my missions. And then I forgot about it, you guys, and then I didn't even realize that it reset. And now I have to wait a full week again for this to reset unless I want to actually use 300 gems, which I do not. That is not a great use of my gems. At this point, I'm gonna have to wait. But I'm a little mad at myself because yeah, it was open and I definitely could have done it. And had I completed the dungeon mission, I would already be done champion, arena, campaign, champion, campaign. So then it would bring me into farming Fire Knights, which I could do. That would be no problem. And then I'd be done like that one. And then Spider's Den, and then I'd be done those ones. I would have to use a key for Clan Boss. I could do that, no problem. And Fuse Relic Keeper. So this would probably be the one that would hold me up. So honestly, one of my approaches to actually doing this has been to see like what is upcoming and to focus on that next. But first, I'm going to show you where I'm at on my other account. Now, this one is my Cece Raids account. With this one, in terms of the challenges, I somehow am actually not done, you guys. I didn't even realize I wasn't done yet. And that's one of the things when you are kind of juggling around 2 different accounts. You maybe think, oh, I'm done. I don't have to worry about it. No, it turns out there's a few things I've actually missed in here. So I do actually need to go ahead and get to the Spirit Keep, which I do think is actually open right now. So that is something that we can definitely go do. And yes, it is open, so I can actually complete that one. Now for this account, in terms of missions, I'm actually further along. I am at part 4 out of 4, which means I am so close to actually getting Arbiter. The thing that I'm kind of waiting on right now is upgrade an affinity bonus to level 7. So when it comes to the affinity bonuses, I have been kind of following your guys' advice where I should take one category, stick with it, and do what I can, which so far has been accuracy. However, I still need about 400 more of the gold medals to actually be able to upgrade this one and to be able to complete that mission. You guys have also suggested try to focus in on like one area specifically, which is kind of what I was doing. And because I know that this upgrade is going to require gold medals, that's kind of why I went ahead and started doing these ones, because they were all within silver. In case you're thinking, Cece, I thought you said you focus on one. That's the reason, but that is kind of where I'm stuck right now in terms of the Arbiter mission. After then, I do need to clear stage 14 or higher of Arcane Keep. I have done that. That is done. Mix 10 superior arcane potions. Easy to do that. Stage 14 Spirit Keep. I maxed on that as well. Mix those ones. I can do that. I can do the Magic Keep. I can mix it. Force Keep. I can mix it. Void. All of those I can do. This one maybe. Unlock a tier 6 mastery for 2 champions. That's probably the one that will take me the longest. And the clan mission, the 15 mil damage to the demon lord on a single attack. Oh, min difficulty brutal. Okay, I think I could do that. Pretty sure. Affinity bonus to level 8. Okay, so I was so confident looking at these ones, you guys. And now that I'm getting further down into here, this is where I'm going to get held up a little. So affinity bonus to level 8. And this is, again, why I should focus in on one. And then tier 6 mastery for 3 champs I'll have to do. Those all manageable. I'm maxed out on stage 25 for Ice Golem, Dragon's Lair, Minnow, all on this account as well. So, okay. I say I'm close to Arbiter. I'm really not that close to Arbiter. There's actually quite a bit more I need to do, and I totally didn't even realize. Yeah, there's a lot more that I actually need to do. So She doesn't make me feel so bad now that I need to upgrade this affinity bonus, because I do have quite a ways to go to actually be able to claim her and get her. But let's take a look at what makes her so good. So one of the first great things about Arbiter is the fact that she is a void affinity. So when we are bringing her into battle, that is something that's going to be nice, because you have that kind of neutrality between the affinities then, since she is a void. Now her lead is ally speed in arena battles by 30%. I will say I do already have champs that have this same aura, but I'm not complaining about it. Her first skill attacks an enemy 2 times, and each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 25% weaken debuff for 2 turns. Her second skill attacks all enemies 1 time with a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by a turn. Third skill places a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, fills the turn meter of all allies by 30%. Heals all allies by 25% of their max HP if they have less than HP. That's a really nice supportive skill, by the way. And of course, she does have a revive. Just always great to have a reviver. So revives all dead allies to 30% HP. So it is an AoE revive and fills the turn meter of all of them by 20% as well. And it grants an extra turn to this champion if an ally was successfully revived. Okay, so I guess as long as they don't have an anti-revive. I was like, what is this? But that makes sense. So Arbiter, fantastic support, obviously for a number of reasons. So yes, she is a champion I want, but it looks like I'm still a little bit of a ways away also on this account. One of the things that is good though is that if I'm actually taking you guys into my soul collection, I do have a soul stone waiting for her. It is only a 1, but yes, it's here and it is waiting. So I actually just need to go ahead and really get her. So this is, I shouldn't say I'm prioritizing one account over the other, but now that I know what's ahead of me and I'm looking back at this account and seeing, I'm like, oh yeah, this is all easy. I can get to the next part. Part 4 is definitely going to be a lot harder to actually do. So I think what I can do right now is just try to prep beforehand. So a lot of it does involve actually getting further down into these dungeons. So as long as I'm past 15 on these guys, which I am on all of them. So I'm good on Ice Golem, I'm good on Dragon's Lair, I'm good on Spider's Den. These guys are all good to go. And then when it comes to any of my potions, I'm actually at stage 20 on all of them, which is great. So that is, I guess, one less thing I have to worry about. But I do think arena is probably now going to be where I need to put some focus in, because I am going to need to be able to get these 2 level 7 and level 8, which does require a ton of medals, which you can see I don't have. But now that I know, I'll kind of focus in on one of these and go from there. I will say, like, what some people have told me that they do is they looked online in going into their progress missions to see what is upcoming to prep, which is a great idea. So for example, I know I have Relic Keeper coming up to fuse them. So I'm actually going to go ahead and see in my fusion, find Relic Keeper and see, is it possible? Do I have the champs? And I have quite a bit of them. So I do have the champs. So what I can do is actually get these guys all ready, get them ascended, get them to 40, and then kind of just let them chill within my champion vault until I am ready at such time to actually go ahead and use that. Now, of course, the next thing in these missions I also need to worry about is clan boss. So when it comes to clan boss, for my damage, I think I've used my keys today. Not in Ultra Nightmare yet. I know you guys have been saying I need to get down in there. Still in Nightmare mode. I should be able to kind of focus in and see what team I can build in there. But for Nightmare, 2 keys. So I'm not there yet. Like 2 keys and it was just under 30. Like I am in Grandmaster chest range. So I'm within here right now. So the amount of damage I actually need to do, I do need to go ahead and be able to get into this Ultra Nightmare mode. Ideally that would be nice. Or I just really try to see what damage I can get out of my champs. And I think that's the next thing I need to do. And my next steps is really making sure I can go ahead and build my Ultra Nightmare team. Now on my other account, I did pull a very, very good champ that I actually need for clan boss, top rated. You guys, if you saw the video, you know, you commented it was a huge cracks on actually getting Wixwell, but he's the one that I'm obviously going to be building for that account. So I can't tell you guys which account's going to reach this first, probably the other one, let's be honest, to actually get Arbiter. But I do think she's a fantastic support and I'm pretty excited to be able to get her and actually add her into my team. But I need to do everything else to get to there. So I will say, in terms of going ahead and doing your Arbiter missions, it is a good idea to kind of take a look down and see maybe what's upcoming. As you saw, I'm going to need to go ahead into my Great Hall, upgrade my affinities. So it's a good idea to have that in mind and maybe have some of those resources ready. I always say when I was starting this game, I kind of followed the challenges and the missions along the way to make sure I'm kind of doing what I need to do in order, especially when it came to the challenges, because quite a few of them I had to I would do it already and I'd have to go and backtrack just to do it again. So that's what I would do, is definitely just follow along, do what you're doing in game, and then check your challenges, check your missions, and see, because if you're like me, Void Potion was open and I forgot to actually go ahead and farm it and get what I need to do to be able to move on. So that's kind of my next game plan, letting you guys know where I'm at when it comes to actually getting Arbiter and getting these missions. Hopefully I can make a lot of progress in here and then it'll go nice and quick. But I do think part 4 out of 4 is the thing that's going to take me just a little bit longer. If you download Raid Shadow Legends using my link, I'm actually going to start you off with the free legendary champion on day 1. And then at level 10, level 20, and level 30, you'll get yourself an epic. That is 4 amazing champions that you can get just by downloading using my link. That is where I am at currently in my Arbiter missions on both of my accounts. If you guys have any advice on those missions, please comment down below and let me know. And be sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on when I actually get her and finish those off. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!